Hey everybody, welcome to UK Boxing Group. Let's talk boxing with me, Triple D. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that subscription button now. So tonight I'm getting on it. I'm going to talk about it. It is the Tyson Fury vessel. Is it going to sink or is it going to be victorious and sail on through? Alexander Usyk is coming up, and there's a lot of skepticism about Tyson Fury. A lot of questions up in the air after we hit that giant iceberg in Ngannou, who seems to cause collateral damage to Tyson Fury's reputation. I mean, as a fighter, not as a personality outside the ring. As I've said in the past, he has got on my nerves a lot just lately, and his character and what have you, and I've given him a lot of criticism on this channel and said it how it is, and I think it's fair criticism. But there is a lot of questions as he is as a fighter right now. Has he still got it? Is he shot? Is he washed? Has he got old overnight? Is he finished? Has his legs gone? So on, so on, so on. I personally think it was a bad night with Ngannou. He underestimated him massively, and he couldn't use his biggest asset of leaning and holding and tiring Ngannou out, because the guy was as strong as a fucking ox, and that was his trade. I don't know if he's a wrestler in the UFC or what have you, but he was fucking good at what he did, and Tyson Fury could not use that skill he's got of holding on and tiring you out, leaning on, tiring you out. He was having none of it in Ngannou. He was a lot better than we all thought he was. Whoever says the thought Ngannou would be that good is fucking lying out their ass. Nobody thought he would be that good. He was better than we all thought, and the guy could punch. The guy had a fucking solid chin, and it was a tough night's work for Tyson. No, I'm not getting at it. Tyson had a bad night. It was shocking. It was abysmal. It was poor. It was an horrendous performance, but he underestimated him massively, in my opinion. And Ngannou is a fighting athlete. He comes from a fighting background. He's had it tough all his life. The guy's strong as an ox. The guy can punch. The guy has a solid chin. And Tyson thought he was going to be just turn up, do his job, easy night's work, and it didn't turn out like that. He tried landing on Ngannou. He tried getting him out of there, trust me, I believe he did, and it wasn't fucking happening. And when Ngannou clocked him, he thought, fucking hell, I'm in for a fucking fight here. I better just revert to my boxing and get the job done. And I think he just nicked it. Not taking away anything that, it was a poor night at the office. It was a fucking horrendous night. It was shocking. It was abysmal from Tyson Fury. But he reverted back to just getting the job done. And luckily enough, he got the decision and he got the victory. And he moves on to fight another day. And we go into the Alexander Usyk fight, 17th of February. Now, the question I'm putting out there is Tyson Fury, HMS Tyson Fury Express, the ship, it's still sailing, but has took massive collateral damage. There is damage, and we're in rough seas now. And I'm an admirer of Tyson Fury. I've been a big fan of his from a person, from admiring him as a person, from what he's done, motivational, inspired. But his boxing achievements alone, I've got a lot of respect for him. I think he's a fantastic boxer, and his accolades are right up there. He's been fantastic what he's achieved in boxing. I think as a skilled boxer, as a fighter, I think he's a tremendous fighter. I think he's got a lot of skills, a lot of attributes, and he's a very good fighter. But there's a lot of questions now hanging over his head. Is he still that guy? Has he still got it? Is he finished? Is he shot? Has he got old overnight? Has his legs gone? Can he still do it? Can he still fight at the highest level? Is he still good enough to beat Alexander Usyk? Now, as I say, the Tyson Fury ship, you're either staying on it or you're going to get on a lifeboat. The lifeboats are coming in, don't you worry. Or you might even have found one already and fucked off and found your own way. But the lifeboats are coming in for the 20th of January. That's the date I'm setting. You either jump on a lifeboat or you fucking stay on board the Tyson Fury, HMS Tyson Fury, the Tyson Fury Express, and see if you can ride these rough seas out. It is rough seas at the minute. There's a lot of questions out there. They're the waves. You know, they're coming at us big. They're coming at it strong. And, you know, you can understand anybody wanting to get off this shit now. Get off the Tyson Fury shit right now and jump to a lifeboat and get to safety and just see the fight out from distance. But as a fan, from day one, as an admirer of the man, as an admirer of him as a boxer, I'm staying on that ship. I'm going to the fucking bridge. I'm going down with that ship. If it gets sunk, it gets sunk. But I'm willing to take that gamble. And I believe Tyson Fury will be victorious come the 17th of February. I think we'll see a total different Tyson Fury. I think we'll see the Tyson Fury we're all used to seeing. The Tyson Fury we expected seeing against Ngannou. The Ngannou, it was just a circus. It is what it is. He didn't have that fucking thing in his head psychologically. He could have had a great camp, which he said he did. But mentally, I don't think he was there. He didn't expect it to be like that. And he didn't have that biggest thing, fear. Usyk is going to have it. He's going to, whatever he's saying, he knows Usyk's a dangerous operator. He knows he's the real deal. He knows how good Alexander Usyk is. So I expect Tyson to turn up on his A game, fully switched on, mentally and physically, and ready to rock and roll. And I believe Tyson Fury will turn up and fucking ragdoll Usyk all over that ring. He can revert to boxing if he wants, because I think his IQ is just as good as Alexander Usyk's, if not better. You might say Usyk's a bit slicker and what have you, but I think Tyson's right up there with it, and he can mix it. He can switch from southpaw, orthodox to southpaw. He's got a fantastic jab. He's got great feet. A lot of people are questioning whether Tyson Fury's still got the legs, whether he can still box like that. But I believe it's still all there, and I think he'll dig deep enough. Alexander Usyk, don't get me wrong, is a fantastic fighter. He's a great operator. He's slick. He's got fantastic footwork. His rhythm's brilliant. But Tyson Fury matches him in every department, I believe, on his game. And I think he can dig deep. I think he can fucking get back to that level. And he'll come in fully switched on, fully aware, fully focused for the 17th of September, 17th of February, and be ready to drop bombs on Alexander Usyk. He will be ready to do it, ready to do the job. He'll ragdoll Usyk all over the place. As I say, if he decides to box, it's going to be a chess match. Edgy, you know, it's going to be very close, tight, edgy affair. But I think he's going to walk him down and manhandle him. And the tactics of leaning and holding and wearing him down, tiring Usyk out is going to be a big part. He's going to make that effective in that fight. He wasn't able to use them assets against Ngannou because Ngannou was too big, too strong, and he wasn't having none of it. Now, as I say, I don't know Ngannou's fucking background in MMA, but if surely he's got a bit of wrestling background in him, coming from that background, and it just didn't work for Tyson. And Tyson just reverted back to, I'll box this fucker and get the job done and come out of it, and he did. Usyk, on the other hand, he's not strong enough to handle that, you know. Is he slick enough to get away? That's another question. I don't think he is. I think Tyson can smother him, fucking walk him down, get on top of him, hit him hard, hurt him. We've seen Usyk's vulnerable to the body. You can counter that with Tyson's being dropped by lesser fighters than Usyk. Personally, I don't think Usyk's a massive puncher. But again, you can counter it with Tyson's being dropped by the Steve Cunninghams of the world, the Pajkiches, and you know, so on, and being pushed hard by McDermott, whatever. But dropped by Pajkic and Cunningham are the biggest punchers. But the problem is keeping fucking Tyson Fury down. Can Usyk muster up enough to keep him down? I don't think he can. Tyson Fury's going to keep on coming and coming and coming. And Tyson Fury is going to be up for this fight. No matter what he's coming across as in the media right now, he don't really care, thinks it's a straightforward, whatever. He knows how tough this fight is. He knows what it means. He knows what's on the line. It's his legacy at the end of the day. Everything he's put into boxing goes into the 17th of February. And he is going to be, for me, victorious. He will be undisputed. But as I say, there's a lot of scepticism now about it. A lot of people are questioning whether Tyson Fury can still do the job. Even beforehand, people fancied Usyk, and then people was on the Usyk ship, fair enough. But there's a lot of people who was always on board with Tyson Fury, and they either stay on board now or they jump off and get on a lifeboat and get to safety and watch from a distance and see what happens, whether it goes down like the fucking Titanic to the bottom of the ocean, or you stay on board and you fucking sail victorious. But believe you me, the ones I know, if you jump off onto a lifeboat and Tyson is successful and victorious, do not try jumping back on the fucking ship, because we'll be fucking firing off like the Somalian pirates, man. Boom, 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 fuck off, you're no longer welcome. I'm with Tyson Fury all the way. Tyson Fury will be victorious. I'm putting my neck out on the line. The channel's on the line. It is what it is. We either fucking go through it, sail through these rough seas, and come through victorious, or we sink to the bottom of the ocean. But I'm on the bridge. I believe Tyson Fury can get the job done. I think it'd be too much for Usyk. I think he'll walk him down, be too strong, lean on him, tire him out, ragdoll him, do what he's got to do. He's seen the vulnerabilities there with Usyk to the body. Daniel Dubois showed that. I believe, yeah, it was a fucking, was it a low blow, was it a low blow, was it a legit shot? I believe it was a legit shot. I thought it was, legal. And Usyk milked it for me. I think he was there, he was fucking done, to be honest. But he got the benefit of the doubt, and it's all up in the air. You will never know. The referee made his decision. It is what it is now. The boys went out like a fucking loser. He quit basically in that fight for me. He showed no heart. Tyson Fury will not go out that way. I hope not anyway. I believe he's going to ragdoll Usyk all over that ring. He's going to use his assets. And again, like I say, his IQ, boxing ability, everything he's got is right up there with Alexander Usyk, in my opinion. He is just as slick. I think he's got tremendous head movement, but he can be caught. We've seen that in the past. Lesser fighters, as I say, in the past have dropped Tyson Fury, but they've never had to keep Tyson Fury down. They've never had to fucking put his fire out in his heart. They've never had to make him quit, never give up. He's always had that, and I think it's still there with him. I think he'll dig deep in this fight to muster everything he's got to bring to the table. His A game, his performance will be right up there. He's ready to rock and roll. Maybe it is a case of, like I say, he's finished, shot, he's got hold overnight, his legs have gone, what have you. Fuck that, I out with it. I think it was an off night against Ngannou, and come 17th of February, we're going to see undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury, victorious, and we will sail through these rough seas and the collateral damage, what Tyson Fury's took, the HMS Tyson Fury will be alright, and we move on. Whether he be cut in, that will seal he is the best of this era. I'd like him to go on and fight AJ, but even if he don't, he still will seal for me. He's the best of this era. I want him to see AJ, and as I said in my previous video, if he wants to get into the conversation of being one of the greatest of all times, there's a lot more to be done. I think to get to number one, it's not possible now really, but he can still put himself in the conversation to be up there if he goes on and fights on and gets a few defences under his belt and carries on to proceed boxing, and sees a few of these current top contenders off. He can get himself in the conversation of being in the top 10, top 5, what have you. It's hard to knock off the top 2, top 3, but he's definitely accomplishments up to now as a boxer for me are right up there. He's achieved hell of a lot as a fighter, but it's just he hasn't been in them title fights, and he needs to do a lot more to be an all-time great in the category of the top 10, so definitely the top 5. But as it comes, my point of the video is we're taking Alexander Usyk out, we're dropping bombs on Usyk. Tyson Fury will be victorious. He's going to knock the little rabbit clean out, he's going to fuck him up, and that's my perspective, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking on the Tyson Fury Express. HMS Tyson Fury, all Britannia rules the wave. 17th of February, and the new undisputed champion of the world, Tyson Fury. And don't get me wrong guys, I've got admiration for Usyk. I think he's a fantastic fighter. I think his achievements are next to none. Brilliant fighter, slick, a great operator, brilliant fighters, achievements up to now are fantastic, but it all comes to an end. 17th of February, the little rabbit is getting took out, and we either sink or we swim. And I think we're fucking swimming. I think we'll sail through victoriously. Tyson Fury for the victory. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you hated the video. Either way, watch the fucking video. And don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, hit that subscription button. Hit it now. UK Boxing Group. Let's talk boxing with me, Triple D. Peace out, people. Take care.